Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai. Just wanted to do a quick little lesson called Wear Your Garments. Pastor R gave a order out for brothers to wear their garments, you know, when they're doing sit downs or whatever the case may be, whether you're outside doing live, not a live, I mean live shows too, of course, but wherever you're at doing these lessons to wear your garments. And I'm guilty of that because, you know, I did a couple of lessons without my garment on, you know, so I just wanted to just show you the importance of wearing your garment because first and foremost, we are Hebrew Israelites, you know, and our laws, statutes, and commandments is what distinguishes us from the world, from these other nations, you know. You have groups like the ISUPK run by General Yohana. You see them guys out on the street, they wear all black, they don't wear fringes. I barely even see them wearing garments. I mean, they have fringes on their pants, but I don't really see them wearing garments. I mean, some of them do, but you barely see them with any fringes on, you know? And that's not good because it's pushing that black paramilitary group or groups that were back in the 60s, you know, and 70s, like the Black Panthers, Black Stone Rangers, and others such. And this is not a paramilitary group. This is we're a nation of people that are governed by laws, statutes, and commandments that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gave us. And there's certain laws, statutes, and commandments that we can keep and we can uphold even in our captivity that we're in right now. You know, such as, you know, wearing a beard, wearing your garment when you teach. You know, now we know you can't wear your garment when you're at the job because, you know, it's not practical. And the scriptures say, let not your left hand know what your right hand is doing. All right, so I just want to get into a couple of scriptures and close it out there. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh, my power, commanded me. This is Moses speaking to the nation of Israel. That you should do so in the land whether you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. And that's the reason why the Hamites and the Ishmaelites knew who to grab up to sell to the so-called white men, to the Edomites. Why? Because of our customs, our laws, our statutes. We wore beards, we wore garments. You know, we didn't eat pork. You know, and there was a myriad of different other laws, statutes, and commandments that we kept that distinguished us from these other nations. So it says, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. And they're also going to say in these times that the Lord is with us. You know, like them Hamites, you know, they talk shit about Jake, but they're going to find out that we are the people of the Lord. You know, and that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is with us. All right, so now Moses speaking to the nation of Israel, to our forefathers, telling them to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments because this is your wisdom in the sight of the nations. Now, one of those laws or statutes or commandments is found in the book of Numbers 15 and 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the border a ribbon of blue. So the Lord said to Moses, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the border a ribbon of blue. And you notice that a lot of them guys, if any of them in ISUPK, don't even wear fringes anymore. They'll put the fringes on the pants, but they won't have the garment with the fringes on it. Or even if they wear a t-shirt, which, you know, a garment is a garment, a t-shirt is a t-shirt, you know. And in the garment, you're supposed to have On the border, you're supposed to have fringes and the ribbon the blue, you know, which them guys don't wear. So pretty much, they're nothing more. They might as well just call themselves the new Black Panther Party, you know, and join them, because they pretty much look similar. They wear all black, you know. The only difference is that they have ISUPK has a Bible and the Black Panthers don't. But everything else is pretty much the same. They're showing guys how to shoot guns and all that, which if you do that, if you want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't make that public, because that's what they're going to use to come against all the Israelites. That's why they have these Israelite groups pushing black Hebrew Israelites, because black Hebrew Israelites is what's written in a document called Project Megiddo. And that's what they're going to use to come against us, you know. So you shouldn't be calling yourself black. You should wear your garments when you're out there teaching, when you're doing your sit-downs, you know, no matter where it be at, whether it's at a park or in your home, you know, at a sit-down, or wherever you may be, wherever you may find yourself, you know, and it distinguishes us from these other nations. It says, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, and do them, and that you seek not after your own heart, your own eyes, after which you used to go a-whoring, that you may remember and do all my commandments and be holy unto your power. I am the Lord your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your power. I am the Lord your power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is the book of Revelation 11 and 1. It says, matter of fact, I just jumped straight. No, you know what? I started Revelation 11 and 1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, which is this is a measuring stick, which is this knowledge. And the angel stood saying, Rise, meaning stand up, and measure the temple of the Most High, and the altar, and them that worship therein, which is the Israelites. And how do you measure them? By teaching them, teaching the scriptures. And those are the Israelites are going to gather, that are part of the elect, and then the 2/3 are not going to gather, and they're going to be condemned. It says, but the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, that's the other nations. And the holy city shall they tread under foot 42 months. So these other nations were never meant to get this knowledge. They were never meant to get this wisdom or this understanding. It tells you in the book of Psalm 147, 19 and 20, that the Lord is not dealing with these nations on that level. You know? The only thing that these nations were really created for was to be our servants and to be our slaves. And that's it. And they're running amok right now. You know? Looking down on us. You know? We're having to work for them, as it states in the curses. You know? It says, and I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. You know, and this is considered sackcloth. No matter how nice a garment you may have, it's still considered sackcloth in comparison to the garments that we used to have in the kingdom. I'm sorry, in the during the time when we ruled or reigned on the earth, in King Solomon's kingdom, you know, and other such kingdoms, you know, we were decked out. You know, that's why it says I put on that beautiful garment. Although that's talking about the knowledge, it's really speaking about the knowledge, but we were arrayed in glorious apparel, you know, as it states in the book of Sirach. You know how the priest, the high priest, you know, Aaron would wear the robes and all that, and the mitre, and how it was glorious and spectacular, you know, and that was it. And that's what distinguishes us from these other nations, you know. And that's pretty much it, you know. Just wear your garments, you know, when you're doing your sit downs, of course, you know, on the street speakings and all of that. If you're at the park, wear your garment, you know. I just want to say this one last thing, you know. It seems, you know, like you have guys in Great Millstone that are getting restless, you know. And there's all different types of things that are happening, but I guess it's not happening fast enough. You know, so you guys that are out there that are part of Great Millstone that don't want to be a part of this thing, you know, you're free to get up and go. You know, you don't have to stay, you know, in this, you know, to please men or whatever. If you ain't feeling it, then keep it moving. But one thing don't do is don't be changing up the doctrine. If you're going to change up the doctrine in any form, shape, or manner, you better not have that name Great Millstone on your channel. You know, go and join Egghead and anybody else out there that likes to venture off into other madness. You know, but don't, if you got the name Great Millstone on your avatar and on your channel, don't be making up no doctrines. You know, if, like Apostle Gabar already did a video on it, and Lord's will, I'm gonna re-upload it to my page. You know, you guys, if you haven't heard any of the apostles or elders teach it, don't be teaching it. You know, don't be coming up with your own breakdown, your own understanding. The scriptures speak about lean not upon thine own understanding. You know, and if you guys are restless, like I said, through the Spirit, you know, go and do your own thing. Take the name Great Millstone or GMS off of your page, you know, and stop. And you guys out there that's breaking the scriptures down wrong, you know, stop it, or else you're gonna be you're gonna find yourself outside of Great Millstone. You could go join General Yohana or Nate or the three amigos, you know, that like to change the doctrine up, you know. So with that, I hope you brothers have been edified. Until the next time I say, Shalom.